EVES auction room here this afternoon. My name's Grant Child. My role is very self-explanatory. But I've got a great team working with me. I've got the girls over here looking after all the technology in the auction room. I've also got a team of negotiators there that are all experienced managers. If your bids don't take me to the owner's reserve price, I'll pause the auction, they'll step in, give you the opportunity to continue discussions. But if I do formally close the auction, folks, be aware anybody can come forward with an offer afterwards, and that does include conditional buyers. So I'm just going to quickly run through the documentation that we work to, the buyers and sellers guide put out by the Real Estate Authority. It's been around for years now, also available in the stand outside of the auction room. So let's go straight to the contract of sale that we work to. That's been circulated in draft form. Finalised copies also available in the stand as well. So by way of your bidding today, folks, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood, accept that contract that we work to. The conduct of auction is set out on the front page here. You see it up there on the screen. Two important points I remind you of is if you are the successful purchaser, your requirements immediately on completion of the auction are to sign the contract and pay a deposit equaling 10% of the purchase price. The other one thing that I do remind you of, folks, is my authority as the auctioneer. I'm the only one authorised to do so, but if I've only got one person participating in the auction, then I'm authorised to work with you by what we call vendor bids. Vendor bids will be clearly disclosed to you as a vendor bid. It will always be well below the owner's reserve price, and is simply a technique that I will use to get you onto that negotiating platform where we will pause the auction time at that point on. So at this point, folks, I'll be happy to answer any questions for you before we press on and offer you our first property for the afternoon. Of course, welcome to our viewers watching via the live stream as well. No questions? Excellent. We're moving straight on. We did have some properties, folks. 106B Carmichael Road, Jeff and Sarah Garnett for marketing that one. Andrea Corley with 3 Winchester Place. Grace Anderson and Cale Kirk at 1 Oaklow Place. And Kay with Ray was a property that was meant to be auctioned today, number 64, marketed by Ross McKenzie. All of those properties were sold prior to auction, folks. So very happy vendors there, but a very clear indication as to what's happening in the market at this point in time. We also have a property at 48 Christopher Street, marketed by Jeff and Sarah Garnett. You'll see them later on today. That property has been postponed until that auction has been postponed until next week. Still very much available for sale and will be called next week. So that brings us to 49B Nartide Road. Danielle Hayes and Sarah Garnett have been marketing this property jointly as well, and certainly a suddenly titivated property with the signature high stud ceilings as well, so something very special indeed. Formally described as a freehold estate, 468 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer today, all described in record of title 204321. We do have authorised bidding in place, telephone bidding in place for this one, folks, and 15 working days from today's date, Bill, is our settlement date. Just a bit of flexibility around that. Any other changes to the channels list at all? No changes there. So straight back to the property we go, folks. An abundant entertaining space, coupled with that sizable deck on the property as well. Great for entertaining. The sun just cascades into the property all day long, and of course you will remember that presidential master suite as well. All within walking distance of the Buretta precinct, the Harbour Boardwalks, and the city centre, not too far away from 49B Nartide Road. You're here today, buyers, to buy it, then let us know and show your interest now. We're ready to go. Who'd like to start me away with an opening bid?
820 grand.
$820,000 over here on the right hand side at 820. We go. Happy to take a $20,000 rise from here. Who announced me to 840? Opening bid at 820. First call now at $820,000. Are we in or out now? Second call. Third, 840 over here on the left hand side and 60 straight back. Immediate retort here at $860,000. 880 your turn there, sir. Let's go there quickly now. At 880 it is. Rounding me to 9 with the 9 on the right hand side with our opener now at 900 $900,000. Do we have another 20 for you there, sir? Let's go there quickly now. First call now at $900,000 over on the right hand side against everybody else in the room and against our phone bidder. What about a 10, sir? Will that help you make you feel more comfortable? At $900,000 with our starter bidder over here. First call now at 900 and 10. Back again now. Immediate retort at 20 now. At 920 it is on the right hand side here. Consultative process going on over here, sir, but I need an answer now. Otherwise Otherwise, we pause and talk over here at $920,000. Are we in or out for the one with another bid now? First call now, second time, third. Pardon?
25.
925. Down to the fives at 925. Good strategic move will be to stay in the 10. Shall we do that?
30, mate.
30. Okay, no problems at all at 930. At $930,000, you started the fives up there, DM, with your phone bidder. Let's get it again at pardon?
35.
35, 935 it is. 40, do we say? 940 on the nod now. At 940. Another 5, do we say? At $940,000. Otherwise, we pause and talk with one of a better bid now.
45.
45 it is. At 945. At $945,000. And are we in or out now? Here's their opportunity now. 50. 950 it is. At $950,000. Needing another 5 up the back there at the end. Are they in or out? $950,000. First call now at $950,000. I'll be back in for another 5. Treat you the same over here for a 5 if you wish. Second time, 55 it is. Do we say 60 on your behalf? At 955. At the back of the room now, with our phone bidder at $955,000. They've been leading all the way. Don't trail now. At 956. 956. Be very clear, folks, at this juncture we are on the market. We sell with the highest bidder now at $956,000 with our starter bidder now. 960 would be the good strategic move. 57. Down to the singles already. At 957. Do we make it 958? Here's their chance now. Selling away now at $957,058 we go. 958, 60 is the figure that moves. Let's go straight there now at $958,000. We sell 60. 960. Good move too. 960. Take a single over here if you're just having a bit of a mini sabbatical over here, sir. At $960,000. There it goes now at 960 000. First call now at 960. Are we in or out? 61. 65? Just a suggestion. $961,000 selling away to our starter bidder now. Hammers up to 2.
62.
Appreciate you doing it that way. At 962. Another single, is it, Andrea? Quickly now, need a decision.
62.
Selling away at $962,000. First call now at 962, it goes. Second time, are we in or out? Quickly now, need a decision. Third, final opportunity. 3. 63. 64. 963,000.
65.
65. Good move at 65. 965 triple O buys the property here this afternoon. 965. Are we in or out with another lazy single, is it? First call out $965,000 and selling. Second call. Are they in or out? Need a decision now, Andrea. The hammer's up. Third, final opportunity. They've been doing so well. What about a lazy 500? At $965,000 for the third and final call. Quickly, absolutely 100% sure.
Sorry, Ron, I can't hear. Just a moment. What did you say?
It's a polite way of telling me I need to shut up. Anywhere else?
Say again.
Quickly.
Okay, no.
First, second, third, last chance in a row. Sold. Make it there. We're moving straight on to the next property, place 125 David Road. We've got David Blue, Barbara Sternberg and Ross Brown all been jointly marketing this property. Protect the spot as best you could ever wish to find in this property here at 125 David Road. It is a freehold estate, 6,270 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer, all described in record of title SA 61B folio 303. Now the sparkle, the husk farmer, ride-on mower, the fridge and the wood chipper are all excluded from the sale. 14th of January 2022, so it's still the settlement date team. Any other changes to the channels list? Some extra clauses in the contract, folks, just to remind you of. Clause 22, the vendor shall not remove any improvement of the fixtures of the land, but not by way of limitation any building or any part of the existing water supply, including the tanks, troughs, fences and gates or other fixtures. Clause 23, quite a long one, I'll just make reference to it. Briefly, the parties acknowledge that you have not agreed to the allocation of the purchase price, and the rest of that clause dictates what will happen afterwards. That clause has been in the contract right from the outset. Now, there were a whole lot of clauses deleted, but some of them have been reinstated. So, just for clarity, folks, clause 9.1, 9.2, and 9.31 and 9.4 are deleted. The balance of clause 9.3 have been reinstated into the contract under the vendor warranty. So, no doubt you've all been advised of that, so you're bidding on that basis with that information. So back to the property itself, you've got that huge near level section for kids' pets or your own herd of sheep there as well. Maybe run a few chooks and have a big veggie patch, it's all there for you. A floor plan to suit those at both ends of the buying spectrum as well. And of course you remember that oversized double garage, a great place for the boys' toys there. So in your hands today, buyers, where would you like to say go for the new ownership of 125 Leyland Road? 1.3? 1.3. We're underway now, $1,300,000. Appreciate you starting at the back there now. At $1,300,000, had to chase down $25,000 rises from here. At 1.3, it is at the back of the room at 325 now. At 1325, brand new 1350, do we say? 1350 on the way, you'll turn at 75 there, man. 75 it is, makes it 1.4 for you in the back left hand corner now. At 1.4 we go. At $1,400,000, another 25 rise, do we say? 425 it is now. Rounding me to 450 on the knot. At $1,450,000 at the back of the room there on the knot there. Do we say another 25 for you there, man? At 75 we go. At 1475, rounding it to 1.5, shall we there, man? It could be a good strategic move. At 1.5, be very clear, we're on the market. We'll sell to the highest bidder here today. At $1,500,000, another 25, shall we say, for you there, man? Happy to take any denomination you wish to put on top, mate, because we're here to sell to the highest bidder. At $1,500,000, what about a lazy 10? Have you got it there deep now? Otherwise you miss out. Here's your opportunity now. Selling in the back left-hand corner at $1,500,000 even. First call now at 1.5. Are we in or out? Second time, you can take a $5,000 off. 5. 1,505. What would you like to match that with? 10. 1,510. Another 5, shall we say? Here's your opportunity right here, right now. $1,510,000 with our starter bidder in the back left-hand corner. Have I got your absolute best? First call now, what about a 2.5 there? Have you do anything to help you buy the property here today? Thought I felt that 2.5 coming. $1,510,000 I sell in the back left-hand corner now. So you might want to look at it because she's looking at you. I think she might be seeking instructions from you. All the credit card. First call now, $1,510,000. Has it done its time? Second time, haven't got that lazy single to pop on top. Third, last opportunity quickly before it goes. It goes. Congratulations, to our bidders and our sellers. 110 Evans Road is the next one that we have in our 1 o'clock catalogue for you today. Market by Leon Santora from our Patamara office. An excellent interim rental investment opportunity here at a return of approximately $645 to $675 per week until settlement is due. And that settlement is subject to the fixed term tenancy. Settlement is set for 20 working days from today's start date. And of course, it's on the basis that you take on that fixed term tenancy agreement that runs right through until September next year, is it, Leon? Yes. Somewhere like that. Yeah, the fixed term tenancy runs through to the 29th of September next year, and the bond has been paid at $2,320. That's transferable to you. Tenants currently paying $580 per week. Also remind you, folks, of clause 23, the purchasers acknowledge receipt of a copy of the LIM report from the town City Council dated the 4th of November and contained therein advice that solid fuel heater is subject to a building consent 971327 on the 20th of the 5th 1997 did not receive final sign-off. So you are bidding with that knowledge. We do have authorised phone bidding on this property as well, and it is a freehold estate, 596 square metres of land, all described in record of title SA 60A, folio 541. You've got the light home-based business duties. They're also taken care of with the designated office that you've got with the property. Comfort and convenience are prominent in every turn of the property. You've got the outside cabin as well, ideal for rumpus or for those teenagers as well. Extra space for visitors or perhaps even another work from home opportunity. So you see it there on the screen there, folks. So in your hands, boys. Going to leave it entirely up to you. Where would you like to start your way? Going to be you in the room, or is it going to be our phone? $770,000. We're underway at $770,000. I like to see an optimistic start. Who rounds me to 800 now? Somebody take me to 8 very quickly now. First call, second time. Third, last opportunity. Happy to do so on behalf of the seller there at $800,000. Won't take anything less than a quarter on top here. At $800,000, chasing down to $25,000 rise away from the property's value, and certainly my instructions at this point in time. Okay, 25 we go. At $825,000, another 25 takes me to 850. Let's go there quickly now, folks. First call now, second time. Third, final opportunity, are we in or out? Happy to work with your phone bidder then with a vendor bid at $850,000, making it 75, shall we? At $850,000, be very clear it's a vendor bid against your buyer on the phone there, Leon, at $850,000. Need another 25 to keep you going. Are we in or out now? Need a decision quickly. At $850,000. In or out now? First call, second. Last chance. Quickly now.
Okay.
No, happy to lift it on behalf of the seller then. I'm not going to leave it there, folks. Treat the property with the respect that it deserves at $875,000 now with me. On behalf of our seller now, $875,000. We have got good interest outside of the auction room. Our discussions earlier, Leon, was we've got good interest outside of the room at $875,000, away from its value at this point in time. First call now at $875,000. Are we in or out? Second time. Third. Last chance for them to join us again at 9. Happy to lift it on behalf of the owner there. $900,000. Be clear. Vendor bid at $900,000. Property's not for sale at that juncture. First, second. Last chance for you to join us, folks. Auctions closed at $900,000. Leon will keep working with those conditional buyers afterwards. That concludes our 1 o'clock session, folks. We'll be back to you in about 7 or 8 minutes with another 4 great properties. We'll see you then. Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to the EVES auction room for our 1:30 session this afternoon. My name is Grant Child, and it's a pleasure to bring these next 4 properties to you. I've got the girls looking after all the technology over here, and of course we've got a wonderful negotiation team that will come up on the screen in a moment. As your bids start taking to the owner's reserve price, we'll pause the auction. One of them will step in. We'll give you the opportunity to continue discussions with the owners, but if it comes back to me and I formally close the auction, just remember anybody can come forward with an offer afterwards, and that does include conditional buyers. So let's quickly run through the documentation, folks. The buyers and sellers guide has been provided for you. It's been out there in the marketplace for years. They're available on the stand outside of the auction room. So let's cut to the chase and go straight to the contract of sale that we work to. It's circulated in draft form, and again, finalised copies available in that same stand. So by way of your bidding, that tells me that you read, understood, accept that contract that's been out there for you. And on the front page of this section here, it sets out the conduct of auction that you see there on the screen. 2 things that I just remind you of in there is that your obligations today, immediately on completion of the auction, is to firstly sign the contract and of course pay your deposit equaling 10% of the purchase price. One other point that I just want to remind you on and touch on, folks, is obviously if the owners have authorised me as the auctioneer to submit bids on behalf of the of them as the vendors. They're commonly known as vendor bids. I will only do that if I've only got one person participating in the auction and I'm too far away from the seller's reserve price. I'll disclose them all to you very, very clearly to you. So it's just a technique to work alongside you and work with you to help you get to that negotiating platform, because I won't be vendor bidding anywhere near the vendor's reserve price. So happy to answer any questions for you at this juncture, folks. Before we press on and offer you the first property up for our 1:30 session, of course, opportunity to welcome our viewers watching via the live stream as well. No questions? Excellent. Pressing straight on. 25 Hillcrest Road. This one, Jeff and Sarah Garner from our Bethlehem office, been marketing this 220 square metre home, more or less, and located in an absolute premium location indeed. It is a freehold estate, 607 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer. All described in record of title, say 9D folio 894. The automatic gate, it does stay, folks. I just remind you that it stays and it is as is, so there's no warranties in terms of the automatic gate. 20 working days, still our 7th day. 20 working days from today, so a bit of flexibility around here. Any changes to the channels listed all in the automatic gate? Also, just a quick reminder, folks, of clause 23, pursuant to clause 9.35, the vendor does not give any warranty to the works disclosed in the building report dated the 8th of November 2021, and the purchaser confirms the building report has been provided to you. So, bidding on that basis today, folks, the home itself, you'll remember when you went through it, you've got those wonderful high ceilings in the living area, as you see there on the screen. You've got good flow to the generous covered al fresco deck area for your private entertaining, spacious and workable kitchen. Well, you know, they just provide quality of life indeed. And of course, the well-established gardens, fully fenced section, so wonderful and safe for the kids and pets as well. So, without further ado, folks, 25 Hillcrest Road, family home. Who says go on this one? What might the level be that you'd like to start the auction away? $950,000. We're underway down here at $950,000. At that junction, happy and comfortable taking $25,000 rises. Who takes me to $975 now? At $950, the opening bid down here at $950. Who takes me to $75? Let's go there quickly now. First call now at $950. Second time. Third, last chance. Got it over here. First man at $975. Happy to take $1 million from you if you will. Or I started there at $1 million, sir. You got it there at $1 million it is. At $1 million over here, be very clear, folks, with the gentleman in blue over here, holding the high bid now at $1 million. Who says 25 on top? 25 we go. At $1,025,000, $1,050,000, do we say there, sir, or is it going to be you there, man? At $1,025,000, it's over here. At $1,050,000 we go. At $1,050,000, back to 75. At 75 we go. 1.1 was the strategic move for you at this point in time there, sir. And he says yes now. Raising the finger now. 1.1. 1125, shall we say? 1125 it is. 50, shall we say there for you, sir? At $1,125,000 with my starter bidder over here. What about you over here on the left-hand side? Don't let me leave you out. At $1,125,000. Would you like to put something else on top there, sir? 1150 would be a good strategic move. Happy to take a 10 if it will help you though. At $1,125,000, should we go 1135? What about you over here on the left-hand side? First call now at $1,125,000. 10 is it then? 10? Yeah, just confirming that for you. 1,135,000. 45 did we say? Or shall we go straight to 50? 45. 1,145,000. Makes it 55, your turn. $1,145,000 is over here on the right hand side with my starter bidder. Another 10 is it? $1,155,000. Shall we say 65 now? At 1155,000 over here on the left hand side. Need a decision from you now. 1165 it is. At $1,165,000, take it 5 at 1170. $1,170,000 would be a good move to stay in 10, so if I was you. At $1,170,000, 10? 80. $1,180,000. Your 5 didn't quite work. Let's try it again. At 1180 5 1185. $1,185,000. Be very clear, folks. We are on the market. We sell for the highest bidder here today at $1,185,000. It's down here on the left-hand side. 1190. 1,190,000. 95 is it? Or should we go straight to 1.2? 95. 1,195,000 opens the door for 1.2. 1.2 it is. And $1,200,000 even. Another 5, should we say? 205 we go. At 1,205 000, 210 do we say? 210 it is now. On the right hand side at 1,210,000, making it 15, shall we? 15 it is. At 1115, do we say 1120? Or 1120, she says yes. They'll love these north to south chip and chest ones when I'm asking for it. At $220,000 it is over here at 25 we go. 1, 2 and a quarter with 3 O's on the end of it there. Here's your opportunity at 2 foot 230. $1,230,000, 35 do we say? Here's your chance now. Selling away over here at 1,230 000. First call now at $1,230,000 hasn't done its time. Happy to take it to, ma'am, and appreciate you doing it that way. At 1,232. 25? Pardon? 1,235. 1,235. Gotcha. 1,235. Sorry, just a little bit hard to hear with the mask. At 1,235. Selling over here. Another 2. 37. 40. Okay, 39. 41. 41. 43. 43. 45. 45. 47. 47. 49. We'll go straight to 250. $1,247,000 it is over here on the right hand side. You've been a great bit of man, don't leave me now. I'll get lonely without you. At 1,247,000, take that as a compliment. At 1,247,000, what about a lazy single? Should we try 48? 48. 1,248. 49. 50. 1,250. 51. 1,251 it is. 1,252. Absolutely sure? Same thing applies over here. 2 bid for that lazy single. Great property and a fantastic location. Don't know when we'll get another one. Selling away down here at 1,252 000. 53. 1,253. Had the keys in your hands there for a brief moment. 4. Taking the bank with another single. 1,254. 55. You said that about $3,000 ago. $1,254,000. Have I got your absolute 100% best there, ma'am? We're on the market. We sell to the highest bidder. $1,254,000 buys the property right now. First call now. 5. 1,255. 1,256. 56.
No, I'm not.
That's 3 times you buy it. At $1,256,000. I know exactly what you mean. I'll call you 3 times, you can change your mind, but you can't change it once the hammer hits the podium. First call now, $1,256,000.
1,260.
1,260,000. Good strategic move indeed. At 1,260,000. Has it worked? Are we going to change it? 61. 1,261. 1,279. $1,261,000.
So you want to spin it to the rugby ground?
$1,261,000. Are you absolutely 100% sure, ma'am? We'll come back in with another one. I get paid by the bid. $1,261,000. I sell away now. First call, have I got your absolute best? Second time. Third. Last opportunity. Quickly. It goes. It goes. Office been marketing this property, a very easy home to live in and look after as well. It's a freehold estate, 315 square metres of land, more or less, all described in record of title 527969. We have authorised phone bidding in place for this one, the 11th of February. Chris is still our settlement date 2022. Any changes to the channels list at all? No changes there. So you've got that lovely outdoor living that's both covered and covered for you to enjoy as well. A great lock up and leave for those downsizers or investors opportunity as well. It's a great opportunity there. Nice, safe and secure neighbourhood. You can walk to the Daisy Hardball track that's nearby as well. So a pretty good all-rounder, 8 Ross Way. Who'd like to say go on this one? Who'd like to start your way? That's an $800,000 start. Somebody start me at 800. Then away at 800. We're underway now at the back left-hand corner of the room now at $800,000, and I'll take $25,000 rises from here. At $800,000, round to 825 if you will. Let's go there quickly now. First call now. Second time. Third, final opportunity for you to join us, folks. In or out now. Happy to advance on behalf of the seller then. Rendered at $825,000. It's with me. 825 is with me, making it 850, shall we? Let's go there quickly now. At 850 we go. At $850,000 in the back left-hand corner of the room now at 850. Here's their chance now. First call now. Second time for you to join us. Third, last opportunity. In or out, folks. Just the 1 minute at this point in time, Chris. I'm going to pause the auction. Bids at the back of the room here at $850,000. Mark, can you see if you can help those buyers, please? Moving straight on, 34 Cassinia Close, the next one, Jeremy Cunningham from our Mount Maunganui office will be presenting this property. You've got the waterway views from your own solar heated pool relaxing under the pergola, so think about that for a great lifestyle. The legal aspects of the property, freehold estate, 600 square metres of land more or less, all described in record of title 668874. 90 days from today's date, settlement date. Jeremy, any changes to the channels list? No changes there, all is circulated. You've got a family an eco-friendly home here with this one, folks. You've got the solar panels that are linked to the grid, so certainly wallet-friendly power supply there. You've got the high ceilings, the inset air conditioning, just creates that wonderful atmosphere and lifestyle for you. A home that is sure to accord you a better way of life here at number 34 Cassinia Close. Who'd like to start me away from this one? No registered phone bidders on this one. It's entirely up to you here in the room. Who'd like to start me away? Great opportunity here in Cassinia Close. Not only a family friendly but a very economical home. First call for a start. You set the benchmark and we'll work with you from there. Second time for cash interest. Third, last opportunity for cash buyers only. We're going to close the auction, Jeremy, because I know you've been working with somebody outside of the auction room, so they are going to be delighted to hear from you. So the property is still very much available. Talk to Jeremy if you've got any interest in it. Alright, moving straight on to our final one for our 1:30 session, folks. Number 9, Tuatua Lane, Charlotte Gardner from our Patmore office, been marketing this property. Architecturally designed with considerable attention to detail in this home as well. It is a freehold estate, record of title 709354, describes the property as 300 square metres more or less, plus a 14th share in 937 square metres more or less. That is, of course, an undivided 1/14th share. 21st of December 2021, so a great opportunity to be in for Christmas. Charlotte, any other changes to the channels list? No additions, deletions there. The highlight of this home is without doubt the central living in the home as well. Certainly great for family gatherings and entertaining. Easy living has never been more attractive, and this opportunity is one that you simply would not want to miss. The popular gastro pubs, cafes and the supermarket, all just a very short stroll away from home at number 9, Tuatua Lane. Charlotte, we had a discussion earlier this morning. We've got some buyers that are not quite in a position to be able to bid here at the auction, so what we call conditional buyers, cash buyers, you get the first opportunity here this afternoon whilst the auction is live. Be quick. We would like to start your way. Not going to suggest any figures on this one. We're quite happy to work with the buyers that are expressing conditional interest outside of the room. First call now, are we interrupt? Second time. Third, last chance, calling of the auction is only for cash buyers. Okay, we'll close the auction, Charlotte, and we'll keep working with those conditional buyers, and I look forward to getting a text message from you letting me know that you've got that property under contract. Thank you. moment ago, folks, 8 Ross away. We have an amended bid now. So can you just confirm your amended bid at the back of the room there, please? At $907,500. At $907,500, folks, is the owners of the property who are instructing me as the auctioneer. I sell to these folks for the want of a better bid now. On the market it goes then, folks, at $907,500, the back left-hand corner. Calling it 3 times for any advance on that. First call now, second time, third, final opportunity. Quickly, it goes. Congratulations to our sellers, congratulations to our buyers. We'll be back to you in about 3 or 4 minutes, folks, for another 3 great properties. Well, good afternoon, folks. Welcome to those of you that have just joined us for our 2 o'clock session. My name's Grant Child. My role is fairly self-explanatory. I've got the girls looking after all the technology. I've also got a team here. If your bids don't take you to the owner's reserve price, I'll pause the auction. They'll step in. They'll give you that opportunity to continue discussions. But if I do formally close the auction, just remember anybody can come forward with an offer afterwards, and that does include conditional buyers. So let's turn our attention to the documentation. The buyers and sellers guide put out by the Real Estate Authority. It's been around for over 10 years now. Copies available in the stand outside of the room, but your glove box is probably fuller than ours. Let's go straight to the contract of sale that we worked to. It's been circulated in draft form. Finalised copies also available in that stand. And by way of your bidding, I'm going to assume that you read, understood, and accept that very clear, concise contract. Indeed, but I will revert back to this section here, the conduct of auction set out on the front page. That's what you're looking at up on the screen there. Just 2 important points I'll remind you of that, folks. One is your obligations immediately on completion of the auction is to sign the contract and pay your deposit equaling 10% of the purchase price. That deposit is payable today, not tomorrow or next week. It is required to be paid today. One other thing I just want to remind you of, and that is my authority to submit bids on behalf of our vendors, commonly known as a vendor bid. I'm the only one authorised to submit them. I will disclose all vendor bids to you, and I will only use them if I've only got one of you participating in the auction. I'll just work with you to get you onto that negotiating platform. We will be below the owner's reserve price at that point in time, but we'll give you that opportunity to discuss with them from that point on. So I'm happy to answer any questions at this point in time, and of course welcome our viewers watching via the live stream as well. No questions? We'll press straight into our first property for our 2 o'clock session, 105 Whakataru Close, marketed by Nicholas Maloney from our Lakes office here. Certainly an immaculate home and income residence in a top location, presenting an extremely wide scope of uses with this property. It is a freehold estate, 540 square metres of land, more or less, is what comes with it, and it was all described in Revenue Title 836569. The security cameras are excluded from the sale, they do not stay. 17th of February 2022, Nicholas is still our settlement date?
Yep, potentially could also be changed to a little later.
A bit of flexibility on that. Any changes to the channels list at all?
No
changes there. So you've got a great opportunity here, folks. You've got the 2-bedroom unit at the front and the 3-bedroom unit at the back to accommodate the bigger families. If you've got a large family, then this will be a great opportunity for you. Each unit features a modern kitchen in the monochromatic tones with trendy elements and plenty of cabinetry as well. So you're certainly not hemmed in. It's got the huge wraparound deck facing the lake and the reserve, as you see there on the screen. An absolute perfect property to sit back, relax, and just enjoy overlooking the lake there. So in your hands, buyers, who would you like to start me away for this one? Here we work with cash interest only. Giving you the opportunity to set the benchmark and where you'd like to start us away. Probably suggest 1.5 would be a fair and reasonable start for a property of this calibre. You'll have 1.5 start. No phone bidders on this one. It's entirely up to you who's sitting in the room here. You don't have to sit there and look like a bunch of cardboard cutouts, folks. You are allowed to move. So we start you away at 1.5. I know Nicholas has got interest outside of the room, but I'm going to start at 1.5, folks. I'm just going to close the auction down. So have they started up there, Andrew?
Yeah, 1.5.
1.5 we go. We'll take $25,000 rises from here. Might need to be a little bit quicker than that, but at least we're on the bike and pedaling now at $1,500,000. Take $25,000 rise from you here. First call now, second time. Third, last opportunity, 525 on behalf of the vendor then. Vendor bid declare at $1,525,000. Making it 250, shall we? Here's your opportunity now. Make 550 rather. Make it 1550. Need the opportunity now. 1550, can we say? First call now. Not here to dilly dally. Away from the property's value, certainly away from my instructions. Second call. Third, last opportunity, well, I'm certainly not going to leave it there. Advanced on behalf of the owner then at $1,550,000. Here's your charts now. $1,550,000, still taking 25 rises from here. First call now at $1,550,000, chasing down at 25. Make it 575 if you will. Second call. Third, last chance for you to join us, folks. Are you in or out? 575 on behalf of the owner then, and people bid at 575, certainly away from the property's value, and my instructions at this juncture. $1,575,000. Think about what you get here, folks. Two properties for the price of one in a prime location. 575 it is. Of course, you've got the million in front. 1575 First call now. Second time. Third, last chance. Nicholas, I'm quite happy to lift the bidding on behalf of the owner then at 1.6. 1.6 it is. Here's your opportunity now, sir. Take me to 625. We'll give you the opportunity to continue discussions. Otherwise, I'm going to close the option down. Nicholas will keep working with the buyers outside of the room. First call now, 1.6. Are we in or out? Second time. Third. Last chance. In or out? Options closed. Hand back to you, Nicholas. A little bit more work to do with that one, my friend. And those conditional buyers are going to be pleased to hear from you. Thank you very much, Grant. Alright, moving straight along, folks. 23 Go Grey Crescent. Pat King from our Mount Maunganui office been marketing this property. Certainly a funky beach pad. Already looks good, but it's got the scope to add your own personality and your own touch to it as well. It is a cross-lease freehold. Record of title 38296. Confirms all the legal aspects of it. That's still the light shades and the curtains and the right rear bedroom being the salon. They do not stay. You're taking those steps. Don't stay.
Could be replaced.
Could be replaced. Okay, no problems there. Just a quick reminder of the consent form. If you haven't already signed it, folks, you're bidding on the basis that you will sign the purchaser acknowledging that you've been informed that the room to the southeast of the building, currently operating as the main bedroom, was the carport, and its enclosure as a room has not been consented. Vendor did not perform this renovation. The purchaser needs to conduct their own due diligence as to the ramifications of this conversion. 15 working days, Matt, from today's date is the settlement date.
Yes, it is. Yes.
Yep. No other changes there. You've got the rear courtyard. That's an absolute surprise bonus for you as well. Just imagine yourself through the summer months, some wonderful outdoor entertaining out the back there. The design and layout that makes living nice and easy for you as well. A great location near the beach, Bayfair, and you've got multiple amenities, all nice and handy to your new home at 23B Go Grey Crescent. So we do have authorised phone bidding in place for this one. So is it going to be you in the room, or is it going to be our phone bill that's going to start us away? You can jump in ahead of them, folks. $725,000. We're underway at $725,000 with our phone bidder. A good start indeed at $725,000. Happy to take you to $750 if you will. At $725,000, a $25,000 rise would be the strategic move at this point in time. Make it $750 if you will there, folks. But let's go there quickly now. First call, second time, third. Last opportunity, and we're out. Happy to advance it on behalf of the seller then at $750 it is with me. At $750,000, where do we go from there? Another 25 rise is it there, Jill? $775 would be a good strategic move. Here's their charts now. With me on the vendor bid at $750. A little way away from my instructions at this point in time.
I won't take that, I can tell you right now. We need to probably be at $775 to get over him. Will you do $770, Grant?
$770, okay, no problems at all. It's $770,000. Happy to take that. They call me Grant the friendly auctioneer, and it is nearly Christmas time, so feeling a little bit like Santa Claus. I'll take the $770,000. First call now at $770,000. What about a 10, folks? Will that help you? We want to slow down a little bit on the phone. Happy to work with you at $770. In or out now. First call now. Second. Last chance. Jill, going to go once more on behalf of the owner now at $780,000. Won't be doing any further vendor bid. Put another 10 on top and give them the opportunity to work with our sellers at that juncture.
Okay, so we've got a vendor bid at 780 now?
$780,000. Be very clear with me.
We will be able to have an opportunity to talk to the vendors.
Same applies to you in the room, folks. If you want to add another 10 to it, you get the first opportunity to work with our seller.
Bid. If you can get to 790, we might have the chance to have a chat if there's no one bidding. No, he won't take that. We have to get 790. Let me give it a go. 785 grant?
790, and I'll give them that opportunity to work with our seller.
790.
Well, did right in your session.
Well, we will need to see. We'll need to have a conversation. But if you get to 790, we'll be able to get
790, and they get the chance to discuss with the seller.
Probably, yes.
End of decision, Jill.
790 grant.
790. Appreciate you working with me, folks, at $790,000. My obligations are to go around the room once more, though, at $790,000. First call now, somebody around there to 800 to take the lead. Second time. Third, final opportunity for you to join us. Center outs. Who's with your bidder on the phone there, Jill, at $790,000 for the second system, please.
We're just going to go.
Right, last one for our 2 o'clock session, folks. It was certainly a great opportunity indeed. 69 Gladstone Road. Steve Cameron from our Waihi office has been marketing this property. Of course, Gladstone Road is in the Waihi district there, particularly number 69 being a built in the 1910s property that just absolutely bleeds character and charm as well. It is a freehold 952 square metre site, more or less, all described in Record of Title SA 68C Folio 143. The clause in the contract, folks, is standard for all our Waihi contracts. That is advising you where to go to get advice if you have any concerns regarding the Waihi gold mine. The channels excluded are the lights and the light fittings in the hallway and the main bedroom. There's 2 lights in there, so they are not staying. They're going with the current owners. 90 working days from today's date is the settlement date, but flexibility around that. Any other changes to the channels list there, Steve? No changes there. You've got a beautiful combination of modern and classic here, and that combination beautifully complements the large living area that you see coming up on the screen there. The timeless designer kitchen, again, that you see there on the screen, a great place to throw some pots and pans around and produce your gourmet delights. Positioned on the edge of Waihi with views to the countryside, certainly a delightful home and section for the growing family or enthusiasts of character and excellence back there in the early 1900s. So in your hands, buyers, where we'd like to start your way? $780,000. Appreciate you quick to start as well there, sir. At $780,000, a $20,000 rise gives you the opportunity to move in front now. 780 with our starter bidder down here. Take me to 8 if you will. First call now, second time, third. Last chance for you to join us then. Happy to go on behalf of the owner, then serve vendor bid at $800,000. Making it 20, shall we? 820 do we say? On the nod here at 820. Appreciate you working with me at $820,000. 40 is the next strategic move there, folks. Is it going to be you at the back there or you over here? At $820,000. First call now. Second time. Third. Final opportunity for you to join us now at 820. Happy to advance on behalf of the seller there, sir, at 840. It's with me. Vendor bid at $840,000. Take me to 860. We'll give you the opportunity to discuss at that point in time. Appreciate you working with me. At $860,000 over on the right-hand side. Your opportunity is here today, folks. If I don't get any advances on 860, we're going to pause and continue working with the gentleman over here. First call now. Second time. Third. Last opportunity at $860,000. Craig, bids down here at 860. Can you see if you can help the gentleman, please? Appreciate you working with me, sir. Craig. Right, back we go, folks. 23B, Gobury Crescent. Jill, you've got our buyer on the phone. They've increased their bid to $791,000.
Yes, Grant.
Confirming that, and Matt, as the owners of the property, you instructed me to sell the property here today to our phone bidder at $791,000. For the one of a better bid anywhere in the room here, folks, at $791,000 quickly before it goes. First call now, even take a $500 bid if it'll help you. Second time, third, last opportunity, it goes. Sold the phone bidder at $791,000. We'll be back to you in a brief moment for a result on Gladstone as soon as we can, folks. Right, back we go, folks. 69 Gladstone Road. Steve, we've got instructions from the seller. Sir, you confirm your amended bid, please, at $890,000. At $890,000, Steve, you've got our vendors on the phone. Their instructions are we sell to the highest bidder here. On the market, it sells for these folks down here at $890,000 for the one of a better bid. Be quick, folks. First call now for any denomination over 890 000. Second time, third, last chance, turn around. Congratulations, folks. You just bought the property away here. Congratulations. 890,000. The property will be underway with our 2:30 session very shortly, folks. Well, for those of you that have just joined us, good afternoon. Welcome to the EVES auction room. You don't get any guesses as to what my job is, but I'm Grant Child, and it's a pleasure to be with you today. I've got the girls looking after the technology, and I've also got my negotiation team, as you've just witnessed with that previous property. We didn't quite reach the owner's reserve price. We paused the auction, give the highest bidder the opportunity to work with our sellers here. But just be clear, folks, if I close the auction, anyone can come forward with an offer, and that does include conditional buyers. So let's quickly run through the documentation. Obviously, the buyers and sellers guide put out by the Real Estate Authority. It's been in circulation for over 10 years, and we've certainly provided you copies of that out at the stand outside of the auction room. So let's go straight to the contract of sale that we worked to, a very clear, concise document by way of any bidding today. I'm going to assume that you've read, understood, accept that contract that we worked to, and clearly set out on the front page there. We've put that up on the screen for you as well. That's the conduct of auction. On that conduct, I'm going to remind you of two things. One is immediately on completion of the auction, your obligations are to sign the contract and, of course, pay your deposit. That equals 10% of the purchase price, and that is payable today. Not tomorrow, not next week, it is payable today in accordance with the contract. The other thing I want to remind you about, folks, is clause 2.5 of the contract of the conduct of auction authorises me as the auctioneer to submit bids on behalf of the vendors. It's commonly known as a vendor bid. I will only exercise that right if I've only got one person participating in the auction and I'm too far away from the seller's reserve price. I will disclose any vendor bids to you, and they will always be below the vendor's reserve price. So be very clear on that. I'll be happy to answer any questions at this juncture, and take the opportunity to welcome those who have just joined us via the live stream as well. No questions? Right, let's move straight into our first property for our, what are we up to? We're up to 2:30 now, so 8 Wattle Grove. Julianne Haskell from our Patmar office has been trekking backwards and forwards to Lake Okanaka. 8 Wattle Grove in particular, Wattle Grove Road rather, 237 square metres of approximate dwelling size, and of course that's on that very generous 1,038 square metres in that beautiful picturesque setting. All described in regular title, SA 67C folio 915, and that land holding is of course a freehold estate. We do have an additional clause in the contract until, whilst I turn to that, 20 working days. Julianne is still our 7th date. Any other changes to the channels list? No changes. A comprehensive channels list for a property of this calibre. Quick reminder of clause 22, the parties acknowledge that there is some remedial work required for the cladding on the back and side walls of the garage and the area outside the master bedroom of the house, and the vendor has agreed that they will arrange for this area to be reclad at their cost. The vendor wants to do all things reasonably necessary to ensure that the works are completed prior to settlement. However, in the event of through no fault of the vendors, if they're not able to complete the works prior to settlement, then the parties agreed to complete settlement on the agreed settlement date, and that a sum of $14,500 being the estimated amount required to complete the vendor's work will be retained in the vendor's solicitor's trust account pending the completion of that work. So certainly a clause that will give you confidence in buying the property, knowing that everything is all going to be tickety-boo when you take over, or certainly soon after if it's not done by then. Obviously that's there because it's a little bit difficult to get hold of tradies and that at this time of the year. Incredible bird life, native and magnificent trees and lush surroundings is the lifestyle that you're going to enjoy here, folks. You've got that renovated kitchen approximately 18 months ago, really seals the deal in terms of the interior of the home, that 237 square metres more or less. You've got that beautiful north-facing deck and pergola, delivering a great venue for you for summer living and dining. So it is just an outstanding location here, folks. Look at that, that's the lake that you're going to get to enjoy. It is absolutely fantastic. In your hands, buyers, where would you like to say go for this one? Would you like to start your way? You're happy to take a 1.5 start. 1.5 to get me underway. Is it going to be you or is it going to be our phone bidder? Quickly now, buyers, let's get it underway. It's been a long wait, but I know you've been waiting for it. Delayed the auction from last week, just told the vendor got some costings for that remedial work, and he'll do it all for you. Who wants to start me away? 1.5. Let's get us underway. Who's calling out for a start? 1.5. Got you there, thank you sir, appreciate you working with me now at $1,500,000. Down here on the left hand side we're going $25,000 rises from here. At 1.5 it is for a lifestyle change here in Mako Kayaku, 8 Wattle Grove Road in particular at 1.5. 25 on top, do I say? First call now, second time, third, last chance for you to join us at 50 now. 525, 50 your turn there sir, 1525 and 50 straight back. Immediate retort at 1550 on the left hand side here, making it 75, shall we, with your bidder on the phone there Trevor. 1550 on the left hand side. First call now, 1550 second time. Third, last chance for them to join us again. Are they in or out, Trevor? 75 I need, quickly. Having to work alongside you then, sir, at 75 with me. Be a little bit at 1575. Take me to 1.6 if you will. At 1575. On behalf of our seller now, wait for my instructions at this point in time. 1.6 will give you the opportunity to discuss with the owner though. 1.6 it is. 1.6. Opportunity here. Highest bidder gets to work with our sellers at this junction, folks. 1.6 it is. On the left hand side, do we have 25 more from your bidder there, Trevor? Otherwise we pause and talk down here. Not here to muck around, here to sell the property. First call now at 1.6, are we in or out? Second time against everybody else in the room in our phone bidder. Third, last opportunity. Bids down here, Trevor, at 1.6 million. Can you see if you can assist the gentleman, please? Alrighty, back to town we go, folks. In particular, number 87 Boscombe Drive. Ashley and Diane Davidson been marketing this property, an outstanding opportunity for you to purchase a property that's plastered over brick, so nice and solid. It's a single level family home, and you've got that beautiful private Boscombe setting as well. The legal aspects of the property, it's a freehold estate, 9,977 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer. All described in record of title 647840. We do have authorised telephone bidding in place for this property. 21st of January 2022, girls, is the settlement date for this one.
Also Shuttle Day.
Yeah, a bit of flexibility around that. If you need an alternative date, talk to the girls. Any other changes to the channels list?
No.
All that's circulated there. You've got that generous covered entertaining patio as well, folks, to sit back, relax and enjoy. Lots of bird life and the very pretty vistas into the garden as well. So a very special opportunity for you indeed for a great lifestyle overhaul. You've got the superb flow, although the formal living area can be shut off if you so wish for those more intimate occasions. You've got lots of off-street parking rather, including access to the land on that lower level as well. So if you really do want a lifestyle overhaul, folks, then this is the place to get it. 87 Boscombe Drive. In your hands, who says go on this one? It's going to be you or is it going to be the phone bill?
1.5.
1.5, we're underway on the phone now. $1,500,000. We'll take $25,000 rises on top here. 1.5, a good start indeed at 1.5. Can we say 25 for you in the room here, folks? First call now, second time. Third, last chance for you to join us. Are you in around 525? Welcome aboard, sir. At $1,525,000 over here, 550 we say, with your buyer Ash on the phone here. At 152.1550 it is. 75 your turn there, sir. 1575 is where we need to be. Let's go there quickly now. First call now, $1,550,000. We say 75 for you, sir. 75 we say yes. It's 1,575 it is. Making it 1.6 do we there, Ash? At 1,500,000. 1.6. 1.6 on the phone, opening the door for another 25 rise for you there, sir. 625 is the number we need. At 1.6 with our phone bidder at this point in time. First call now. Second time, are we in or out? Third, last chance for you to join us, sir. At 625 do we say? 625 it is now. At 1625, 650 do we say for our phone bidder now, Ash? At 1625 it is back here in the room, 650. At 1650, 675 do we say there, sir? You don't have to wait for the 1, 2, 3, sir, it's going to come anyway. At 1650, 000 do we say 75 for you? First call now, 1650 with our telephone bidder with Ash now. Second time. Third, last opportunity for you to join us, sir. Are you in or out for 675?
I'm 660.
660. 660 it is. Down to the tens. Good strategic move would be go straight to 1.7, Ash, I would suggest. At 1660, slowing it down on the phone here, in the room rather, at 1660. What's their strategic move from here?
Okay, and you're going to do 5.
He's got a friendly advice would be to stay in the higher numbers. Over here at 1660. Happy to take their 10 no if they want to. Here's their opportunity. 1660 it is. Triple O on the end, don't forget. First call now, are we in or out? I bid in the room here at $1,660,000. Second call at 1660, triple O. Third, final opportunity, in or out. Mark bids down here at $1,660,000. Can you see if you can help the gentleman, please? Right, we'll just let those negotiations continue, folks. 14 Thornley Drive is the next one. Sheila Parker from our Cameron Road office been marketing this property here that certainly affords you plenty of room for the kids to play when you've got a land layout like you see there on the screen. It is a freehold estate, 538 square metres of land more or less, all described in record of title SA 59C folio 236. 15 working days from today's date. Sheila is the settlement date. Any other changes to the channels listed? All? No changes there, so easy for you to be in and enjoy for Christmas, folks. It's a great family home and a popular family-friendly location as well. You've got the good-sized living area that opens up on the north-facing desk with the view, deck rather, with the views of the mount as well. So an absolute bonus here at 14 Thornley Drive. Lots of opportunity for an interior cosmetic amendment to suit your own personality and your own desires. So in your hands, buyers, who would like to start the auction away now? Number 14 Thornley Drive. Who says go on this one? Entirely up to you here in the room, folks. No registered phone bidders for this one. First call now for a start. Second time. Third, last opportunity, in or out. Obviously no cash today for this one, Sheila. I'm going to close the auction. What sort of money do we need to buy a property like this, this calibre of this location?
This is a great price, Grant. They've priced it at $789,000.
$789,000. At $789,000, folks, that's your buy now price for this property here. If you do want to purchase it at a great location here, now priced at $789,000. If you know of anybody that's looking for a great opportunity, certainly a great first home buyer's option, certainly contact Sheila. She's based in our Cameron Road office. Available now at $789,000. The auction is closed. Thank you. Right, moving on for our last property for our 2:30 session, folks. Number 67 Freiburg Street, Crystal Harvey from our Cherrywood office been marketing this property here. Certainly a solid 1960s build in a very, very desirable Cherrywood location. It's a great opportunity for you folks in an absolutely fantastic location, brilliant for resale in the future. It's legally described as a freehold estate. as I said, 951 square metres of land, more or less, all described in the certificate record of title, rather, SA4B, folio 1444. 4th of February 2022 is the settlement date. No changes to that. Any changes to the channels list at all? No changes there. Just a reminder, folks, of clause 23, purchasers acknowledge that you've been made aware that some internal alterations have been made by the current vendor that may or may not have required building consent. Therefore, clauses 9.35 and 9.36 are hereby deleted. You buy with this knowledge and will have no recourse against the vendor or the vendor's agent. So, pretty much an as-is situation there for that work that's been done. So back to the property itself, because the great advantage of living in this location, particularly in this home, as you see there on the screen, elevated nicely for those panoramic water views, and definitely one of these properties that provides you an absolute truckload of potential as well. You've got plenty of off-street parking, an outstanding handy location, handy to the Cherrywood shops, handy to the harbour's edge and handy to town. It is a fantastic location. That's pretty much what you're buying here. Location and an absolutely outstanding opportunity. In your hands, Myers, where would you like to start me away for this one? Is it going to be you or is it going to be the phone bidder? Your opportunity is here. I'm going to leave it all up to you. You set the benchmark. You tell me where you'd like to stake up. I'm going to suggest a figure on this one. I'm going to leave it entirely up to you. You tell me where you'd like to start me away. Quickly now, the opening bid. 67 Freiburg Street. An outstanding location. Start me away with
900.
$900,000 going away at $900,000 with a bid on the phone here at $900,000. Somebody round me to $1 million straight away. Here's your opportunity now. 900 000. Send me away from the property's value at this point in time. First call now at 900 000. Somebody take me to $1 million now. Second call.
950.
Pardon?
950.
Happy to go to $1 million on behalf of the vendor, but on the call you the opportunity there, ma'am, at $1 million.
No, 950.
No, happy to go $1 million on behalf of the seller then. I'm too far away from my instructions, ma'am. Can't work with you and can't help you at that sort of level. Vendor bid at $1 million now, and $1 million it is. I'll take you 50 now if you want it, but let's get on the bike and peddling now at $1 million even. At $1 million even it is. Do we say 50 from your buyer there on the phone there, Crystal? At $1 million it is. Do we say $1 million and 50?
He wants to go $1 million 50.
Pardon?
He wants to go $1 million 50.
Yep, that's what I suggested. $1 million and 50. $1 million and 50 it is. Take me 50 now, take me to 1.1. At $1 million and 50 it is on the phone now. At $1 million and 50, where do we go from there? 1.1 do we say? Happy to put your 50 to work at this junction then. First call now at $1 million and 50. Are you in or out? Second time at $1 million and 50. Third, last chance for you to come back in. Happy to advance it on behalf of the vehicle then at 1.1. $1,100,000 is with me at 1.1 at this juncture. Here's your opportunity now. Do we say 1150? Take me to 1.150. If there's no further bids on the floor, we'll give them the opportunity to work with the owner.
We need to negotiate.
1150 needs to be. Wait for my instructions at this point in time. $1,150,000. Here's your opportunity to come back in, ma'am, if you want to buy the property. Put yourself in front, no prizes for second. Over here, $1,150,000. First call now, 1150. Second time. Third. Last chance in or out. Craig with the phone, 1150. Can you see if you can assist them, please? Good afternoon, folks. For those of you that have just joined us, welcome along to the EVES auction room for our final session today. We've still got 3 properties in our 2:30 session that are still being negotiated. We'll come back to them once we reach conclusion. My name's Grant Child. I've got the girls looking after all the technology in the auction room here as well. And I've got my negotiation team on the job with those 3 properties, folks. If I close the auction, to be very clear, anybody can come forward with an offer afterwards, and that does include conditional buyers. So let's just quickly run through the documentation. The buyers and sellers guide put out by the Real Estate Authority. They've been around for over 10 years. They're available on the stand outside of the room there as well. So let's go straight to the contract of sale that we work to. It's been circulated in draft form, as you'll see come up on the screen there in a moment. And finalised copies are also available at the stand. If there's been any changes to them, I'll alert you to that as we get to each property. So by way of any bidding today, folks, I'm going to assume that you've read, understood, accept that very clear, concise contract. But I will revert back to this section here, which is the conduct of auction. You'll see it up there on the screen as well. Again, you've had time to read that. I highlight two pertinent points there, and that is your obligations immediately on completion of the auction is, of course, to sign the contract. Naturally, that's if the hammer falls in your favour, and of course to pay your deposit equaling 10% of the purchase price. The other thing I just wanted to highlight to you folks is under clause 2.5, as the auctioneer, I'm the only one that's authorised to submit this on behalf of our vendors, commonly known as a vendor bid. If I do that, folks, I'll only do it if I've only got one person that's bidding on the property, or indeed if I'm too far away from the owner's instructions being their reserve price. I'll disclose all vendor bids to you, so a very simple technique to work alongside you and work with you to get you onto the negotiating platform, give you that opportunity to keep working with our vendors at that juncture. So happy to answer any questions for you before we press on with our first property for our 3 o'clock session. And of course, warm welcome to our viewers watching via the live stream as well. No questions? Excellent. Let's move straight into it then. 4 Pemberton Crescent, marketed by Sally Lockley from our Lakes office. Certainly summer, sunny backyard living created by the north-facing aspect of the property is what's on offer here at number 4 Pemberton Crescent. It is across these freehold, all described in record of title, say 32D folio 315 in the South Auckland Registry Office. Sally, any changes to the channels listed at all? No changes there. And of course the Friday the 10th of December. Now there was some documentation circulated saying the 17th of December was the settlement date. That has been amended. It is now Friday the 10th of December, so great opportunity to be in, plenty of time to unpack and relax for Christmas in your new home at 4 Pemberton Crescent. The modern kitchen and the open plan living area is what's really on offer here that makes it something indeed very special indeed. You've got the opportunity to build a deck and landscape to enhance your backyard space that you see out there for you to enjoy as well. You've got the Greaton Village, the parks, the walkways, all handy to this particular location here at number 4 Pemberton Crescent. So in your hands, buyers, who says go on this one? Where would you like to start me away? First one up for our 3 o'clock session. Somebody start me away. 600 would be a fair and reasonable start for a property of this calibre, this location. Do I have a start at 6? 600 that is, not 6 o'clock tonight. Somebody start me away. Thank you, sir. Appreciate the start at $600,000, and we'll travel in $20,000 rises from here. At $600,000, start a bit at the back of the room there now at 600,000, chasing down a 20 rise from here, folks. First call, 620 it is over on the left-hand side against you, sir. At 40 do we say? On the line at 40, making it 660 for you there, sir. At $640,000 on the right-hand side here at the back of the room with my starter. 660 do we say for you there, sir? Let's go there quickly now. First call now. Second time. Third. Last opportunity. Joining us at 660, sir. 660 it is on the way now. It's a great name of a great band as well. $660,000, a great number to take the lead here. 680 do we say for you there, sir? Here's your opportunity now. First call now at 660 on the left-hand side. 680 do we say for you, sir? First call. Second time. Third. Last joining us at 680, are you, sir? Having split the difference, make it 670. 670 it is. Treat you the same there, sir. At $670,000 with my starter bidder on the right-hand side at 670. At $670,000, need a $10,000 rise, put your back in front here at 670. First call now at $670,000. Otherwise, we continue discussions at the back here at 670. Second call now. Third, last opportunity at 670. In or out? Joel bids down here with our starter bidder at $670,000. Can you help me, please? go, folks, to number 87 Boscombe Drive. I had some very clear instructions. Sir, can you just confirm for me, please, you have amended your bid to $1,950,000? At $1,950,000, my instructions clear from the owners at the back of the room are I am not to accept any further bids. Thank you for that confirmation, sir. The bid is now sold. This gentleman is right here at $1,950,000. Congratulations to our sellers and congratulations to you, sir. Alright, apologies for the delay there, folks. In the meantime, we press on now. Number 9, Moffat Way is the next one. Chandler needing no introduction to the real estate market, been around for a long time, offering 9 Moffat Way, a very low maintenance and solid home at the end of that nice, quiet cul-de-sac location. It is a freehold estate offering you 305 square metres of land, more or less, all described in record of title SA 65C folio 856. Of course, in the South Auckland Registry Office. 28th of February 2022, obviously, Chandler settlement date, and any changes to the channels list, no other changes there. You've got the open plan, living, kitchen and dining extends to it towards a generously proportioned outdoor living area. That's where you're going to spend all your summer days out there enjoying it as well. Food preparation and cooking is easy with a kitchen designed to keep life absolutely nice and simple and easy as well. You've got that cobbled out outdoor area with a colourful garden to enjoy. Perfect for those, perfect property for those sort of seeking a lock and leave situation, but certainly when you're in residence, a very comfortable home indeed. In your hands, wise, who would like to start me away for this one? Here to work with you today. Owners are keen to work with the cash interest. Who'd like to say go? It's a very compelling description I've given of the property then. So we start me away. Suggest $800,000 to get me underway. Right, start your way with a vendor bid then at $800,000. We'll take $20,000 rises from here. Who's with me on behalf of the vendor now at $800,000? Let's get on the bike and peddling, folks. Looking for a $20,000 rise now. Here's your opportunity here. Got your bid there, thank you, ma'am, at $820,000 now. At $820,000 down here on the left-hand side. Do we say 840 for you anywhere else in the room here? No registered phone bidders below, so this one, folks. Entirely up to you here in the room. At $820,000 centered down here on the left-hand side. First call now. Second time. Third. Last opportunity for you to join us at 840. Having to work alongside you then, ma'am. It's a vendor bid now at 840. At $840,000. Put something on top there. We'll give you the opportunity to discuss with our seller. Vendor bid at this level. I'm away from my instructions, but I'm happy to record you the opportunity. I won't be doing any further vendor bids. Perhaps put a 10 on top. We'll give you that opportunity to discuss with the owners, maybe even a 5. Put anything you like on top there, we'll give you that opportunity to discuss with the owners here at $840,000. I'm away from my instructions here. Your opportunity is here. If you want to discuss with the seller, or even take a single, if you want to put it on there, give you that opportunity to work with our owners today. First call now at $840,000, vendor bid, be clear. Second time. Third. Last opportunity, in or outs. Auctions closed, handing back to you, gentlemen. They're going to continue with the work on that one. Right, moving straight on now, 43 Tauranga Road, Emma McDougall from our Lakes office, had the pleasure of marketing this property here. It's certainly a very comfortable 2-bedroom townhouse, close to the water as well. The legal aspects of it, it's a cross-lease freehold, all described in record of title SA 24D folio 396. We do have an additional clause in the contract I just make reference to. In the meantime, while I turn to that, 97 days from today's date or such other date is mutually agreed between both parties. The settlement date, no other changes to the channels listed or Emma. Quick reminder, folks, clause 23, the vendor does not warrant the accuracy or matter of fact or statement in any report or any other information on the property prepared or provided by the vendor. The purchaser is deemed to have purchased the property acting solely in reliance on the purchaser's own judgment. Clause 24 authorises the earlier release of the deposit as requested by the vendor's solicitor, and if you haven't already signed the consent form, you bid on the basis that you will sign it at the same time as the signing the contract. The purchaser acknowledging that the purchaser has been provided with a copy of the vendor's limb on the property and is aware of the flood risk outlined in the limb, and the purchaser acknowledges and accepts you've been provided with a copy of the vendor's asbestos report and you are purchasing the property on that basis. So any other additions, deletions to the contract at all there, Emma? No changes there. You've got the spacious open plan living area with the deck on the upper level as well for you to have a pleasant outlook, and of course that generous private fully fenced backyard for you to enjoy a blank canvas ready to add your own touch out there in the back garden as well. So a great opportunity here for you folks. 843 Tauranga Road. Now Emma, you've already got a conditional offer drawn up waiting for the buyers to put their signature to it to present it to the owners. So if you're in the position of cash, you need to disclose it right here, right now folks, otherwise I'm just going to close the option and Emma will continue working with that conditional buyer. First call now, are we in or out? Second time? Third, final opportunity for cash interests. Auction's closed. Emma, look forward to getting a text from you, a message from you later on today, later on this evening, telling me that you've got the property under contract with that purchaser. Well done, you're doing a great job out there. Alright, we've still got 3 properties being negotiated at this point in time, folks. So in the meantime, we'll present to you our final property for the day. We'll be back to those previous ones as soon as we reach a conclusion. In the meantime, 22 Hastings Road, Cale Kirk being the marketing consultant for this one, and I understand you've got a conditional offer drawn up ready to present to the vendors as well. So the opportunity is here for cash buyers, folks. No registered phone bidders on this one. It's entirely over to you here in the room. You've got the rainwater holding tanks, the roof cavity storage, and the solar panels. Just a few extras in this property to mention on the menu here. It is a freehold estate, 540 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer. All described in record of title 313648. 20 working days from today's date. Cale is the settlement date rather, and any other changes to the channels list didn't think it would be, not the way you operate. Cale Kirk working out of our Gate Park, working out of our Gate Park office, does a great job out there. Look at the property, folks. Look at this great indoor-outdoor flow to the private patio area that you see there on the screen with that elevated shot, with the beautifully manicured grounds as well. You've got that spacious second lounge through the cavity slider to enjoy light bright interior created by those wonderful high windows throughout the home as well. So a great opportunity, folks, in your hands. You said if you're here in a position of cash, need to disclose it right here, right now. Your opportunity is here. Otherwise, I'll just close the auction. Cale goes ahead and presents that conditional offer to the vendors straight away. First call now. Second time, interrupts. Third, last chance for cash. Obviously none here today, Cale. Close the auction, hand it back to you, Mark, leave you to continue with the work on that, and I look forward to getting that message from you, letting me know that you've got the property under contract. We'll be back to you folks with the result on the 3 properties still being negotiated as soon as we possibly can. Now at $720,000. Can you just confirm that for me, please, folks? At $720,000, ma'am, is the owner you're instructing me to sell to these folks for the want of a better bid. $720,000. Your opportunity is right here. First, second, third, last chance, in or outs. Sold to you folks at $720,000. Congratulations to our seller. We'll be back to you with the result on these last 2 properties, being Freiburg Street and Wattle Grove Road, as soon as we possibly can. Here we go, back to Freiburg Street at $1,150,000. Instructions from the owner. Property is not for sale at that level. Quite happy to continue owning it at that level. Happy to take any advance on 115 000, otherwise the option's closed. First, second, pardon? 1.2 it is over here now, $1,200,000 here. At $1,200,000, what are they doing on the phone here? At $1,200,000, it is over here on the left-hand side. Their opportunity is here, quickly now. Otherwise, we pause and talk with these folks at the back. At 1.2 it is. First call now at 1.2. Second time at 1.2. Take 25 rides and we'll help them. Third, last opportunity. That's with you folks at 1.2. I'll pause the auction again, give you the opportunity to discuss with our seller. We'll be with you in a moment. Right, back we go to Freiburg Street, folks, in particular number 67 at $1.2 million. My instructions are clear. The property is not for sale at that level. The auction is now closed. number 9 Moffat Way. Now we did call the auction, we closed the auction, so unfortunately the slideshow doesn't allow us to re-enter, but I am going to reopen the auction now at $880,000. Just confirm that bid for me, please, folks. Reopening it at $880,000. Now your instructions are, I sell these folks at $880,000. You're very clear on that. At $880,000, no need to call it away, folks. You're the only ones here. Congratulations, you purchased the property at $880,000. Congratulations to our seller, and we'll be back with the result on Wattle Grove Road as soon as we can. Right, back we go to 8 Wattle Grove Road, folks. You've amended your bid to $1,785,000. Just confirm that for me, please. At $1,785,000 at the back of the room here, you're instructing me, sell to these folks. On the market it goes now. First, second, third, last opportunity at $1,785,000. Triple O, it goes. For your folks, $1,785,000. Congratulations, you purchased the property. Congratulations. You've now sold. That concludes our offerings for you today, folks. On behalf of the team at EVES, thank you and enjoy the rest of your day. We'll see you next week with another big snack of properties for sale. We'll see you there.
Thanks, Ian. Well done. Well done.